everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently got a chance to see Central Intelligence, and I don't know how I could have missed this in the cinema because I think it would have been just as hysterical as it was on the small screen. But TTR, out of the kindness of his heart, decided to email it to me, and by far, it's probably one of the funniest movies I've seen in a good long time, and I'm still laughing about it, if that's even possible. And the bloopers were just classic. They were just perfect, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was he was tremendous as Bob Hardick, and the other actor, I don't remember him, but he was just hysterical, and he played the part of Calvin the Jet, or the Golden Jet, and we learn later the significance of that nickname, and it's not so flattering as Bob was led to believe, and they are anticipating the day. It begins in '96, and it's their graduation, and the Golden Jet's going to make a speech, and of course the principal of the school, he comes out in, pomp and circumstance and all this grandeur, and he says, if I ever had the capacity to have a son, it would be Calvin. Come on, Cal, come up and receive your Letterman's jacket and make a speech. And of course Bob is in the shower singing, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Of course, yeah, one of my favorite songs of all time by En Vogue. Sorry, I was off key a little bit, but he gets humiliated, absolutely mortified in front of all of his friends. He's this fat kid, and he buries it deep down inside of him, and of course that comes back, and I thought, karma's the bitch, it's gonna happen, and of course I was right. My prediction came to pass, and this movie is so clever and so witty, and I'm gonna have to watch it again because there are just so many lines that just whiz past you at light speed, and it's just rapid fire, and it's an adrenaline rush, and yeah, it actually keeps you guessing as well, and that's what I liked about it. I thought, I want to meet these writers because they're geniuses, and a lot of the lines are just so great that they just can't help but be quoted. One of my favorites is when he's being called out, and they're making accusations against him. He says, boy, it's hot here. I feel really hot. I take my jacket off and make me look more guilty. And then there's another part where he's with Bob, and he's like, what am I doing with this gun? I'm gonna stay behind you. This is so great, and it's the perfect buddy movie. This is the kind of buddy movie that you live for, and that you want to see, because every single solitary moment, their chemistry, their camaraderie, the way that they play off each other, the rapport, the repartee, is just, in comedy, timing is everything, and just the way that they do it is it is an art, and this movie is so good. And of course, the whole retrospective of nostalgia, that's the other thing I enjoyed about the film as well, and then it brought me back. And the speech that Bob made at the end, too, whoa, that was profound, and I didn't expect to cry. Usually you don't cry in a comedy, but the very end was just so touching, and it brought tears to my eyes. And Melissa McCarthy makes a cameo, and I was so happy. As I love Melissa McCarthy. She played a very small role, but her character was just so darling and charming, and I just wanted to pinch her cheeks. Ooh, I want to meet her so bad. I want to meet her, and I want to meet Dwayne, of course, because Dwayne's awesome. And Dwayne's one of my heroes, has been forever. and I'm back into wrestling. Thank you, TTR, for that, for NXT, because NXT rocks. Anyway, getting off track, but as far as movies are concerned, Central Intelligence, it gets my highest grade. 5 stars, hands down, 2 thumbs, way up. And of course, I was dancing to the music at the end, because Jump, they play that at my Zumba class. So yeah, that song is very near and dear to my heart. And of course, the Biggie song, Notorious B.I.G. I like Notorious B.I.G. by the way. He's pretty cool. They play Notorious B.I.G. at work, and I like it. I mean, he's a lyricist. He's talented. But that gave me some happy memories. And yeah, if you're a fan of Dwayne, you gotta see him in this particular film, because he's so versatile, and he's a character that you feel sorry for him, because you realize that even though he's very physically intimidating, and just, I mean, to look at him, he's Hercules, but he's still insecure and vulnerable, and he lets that get the better of him. And I think a lot of us can relate to that, especially if we were bullied in high school. But here's my confession for today. I'm not the insecure person I once was. I have transformed over time, and I've become independent, and my faith has carried me through, and I've made a lot of new friends. And what he said about friendship in his speech was so true, and it's actually helped me break my barriers, go beyond my comfort zone, and meet new people. And I'm starting to get more of a family. It's taking time, but like all good things, it's persistence and determination and resilience, and the drive and inspiration to actually accomplish things. And I wish you could see what I've been able to get done in just a small amount of time, even in a month's time, 2 months' time, I should say. My house is getting to the point where it's almost done. I will be taking photographs, so my room, I'm going to take some pictures of it fairly soon and post them on Facebook, so you can see what it is now. There's no comparison to what it was. But yeah, I've been busy, and life has been good, and Central Intelligence is probably one of my favorite movies of all time now. But it was certainly worth seeing, and I'm still just aching over it. It was absolutely hysterical. I mean, there's nothing I can say that was bad about this movie. You don't even get distracted by the carousel shot that they do. The carousel shot was actually very expertly done. And usually a lot of filmmakers overuse the carousel shot, which, you know, I understand it's an artistic way of depicting a particular scene, kind of giving a nice view of the characters and putting more focus on the atmosphere and the mood, because it makes you feel their anticipation or uneasiness. And sometimes it's used for that, sometimes it's used for a more romantic scene. But yeah, I've noticed this, a lot of directors really seem to be in love with the carousel shot, and actually I didn't mind it here. It was well thought out. Woo, that was a good idea. And I noticed that because I want to be a producer someday. And it just, I thought, yeah, this director really knows what they're trying to bring out of the actual scene, and the timing was just absolute divinity. I mean, as a comedian, yeah. As a comedian, a professional comedian myself. Yeah, I'm not. I just, I respect comedians because I relate to them. and most of my autographs come from comedians. Would you mind that? Yeah, that's all true. You know, I think of myself as that because it's something that I enjoy doing. I like making people laugh, and I seem to be good at it. I don't get paid to do it, but oh well. But yeah, it's just as there is a discipline to it in comedy of all things. The irony, anyways. But that's all I have to say about Central Intelligence and everything that's going on in my life, and I shall see you on the other side. Live long and prosper. Ciao tutte.